Hey everybody, Damon D here. Welcome back to the channel where we help you stop making expensive mistakes. Today we're going to talk about something that's shiny, fast, and financially devastating: buying new cars. So let's break it down. Cars can be like that toxic ex. They look good, smell good, and cost you way more than they're worth. Mistake number one, buying new instead of used. A new car typically loses 20 to 30% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. That's like buying a $40,000 sandwich and just throwing it on the floor. The average cost of a new car in 2025 is $48,000. The average cost of a used car that's 3 years old or less is $30,000. And the average used car cost in general is $25,000. So you can see, you could probably save $20,000 by buying a used car versus a new car. Mistake number two, financing for 5 to 7 years. Long-term car loans mean that you're still paying for the car when it's already outdated and a seriously depreciating asset. Mistake number three, ignoring the total cost of ownership. This is a really big one. It's not just the sticker price and what you pay, it's the insurance, the maintenance, the gas, the registration. All of that stuff adds up really, really fast. And let's check out this chart. It's really interesting. So let's check this out. Avoid leasing unless you run a business. Leasing is basically renting with commitment issues. And there's a few other things why leasing is probably a bad idea for you. One is it's more expensive in the long run. When you lease a car, you're basically paying for the use of the vehicle in the first 2 to 3 years of its life. This is when the car depreciates the most. And then when the lease is over, you either have to lease another car. Number two is limited mileage. Most leases have driving limits between 10,000 and 15,000 miles. Anything over that amount, and they're going to penalize you, which typically can be anywhere from 5 cents to probably 20 cents a mile. In addition, the insurance is a lot higher for leasing than when you buy a car. A lot of times people can be surprised because you're going to lease the car. Typically the payment is lower, and you can actually get a car that you probably couldn't afford otherwise because the payment is lower. But if you have increasing insurance costs, that definitely would even out. Also really hard to cancel the lease or get out of it. How many times have you heard of someone say, oh, I leased this car and now I can't afford it. Something's changed. I want to get out of the lease. It's really difficult. You can't just walk away from it. It's very difficult to terminate a lease. Leasing also requires really good credit. So if you have bad credit, forget it, you're cooked. You have almost no chance. The overall financing costs of the lease are almost always higher than a car loan because you never really pay the principal. It's almost like just renting a car. And typically there's lots of extra fees, these destination charges and acquisition type fees. A typical acquisition fee is probably about $400. And the disposition fee at the end of the lease can be $200, maybe more. And don't forget the wear and tear of the car. So typically if there's excessive wear and tear, leasing companies are notorious for this wear and tear component, because what does that actually mean, right? You're in the mileage range, which is fine, but they're going to walk around the car and say, what about this little scratch? What about that? What about this? Because ultimately you're giving the car back and they have to lease that or sell it to someone else. So they want it to be in really good condition. And depending where you live and how much you drive, it might not be worth it to really worry about this car, because you could just park your car in a parking lot and someone slams into it and they drive away, and then you have this thing, you got to fix that. They're going to say that's not normal wear and tear. Look at that dent right there. Whereas if you own the car, it'll be a little bit different. So those are some of the reasons why you don't want to lease a car. Mistake number four, buying for status, not for function. You don't really need a luxury SUV to drive to Trader Joe's. You need a reliable car that doesn't destroy your bank account. And to that point, does anybody remember the days of the Hummer? Especially if you live in an urban environment, seeing these massive, gigantic, Humvee style vehicles that get like 8 miles a gallon and they're just stuck in stop and go traffic on the freeway? Madness. That was madness. Why did people do that? And in this section, let's continue with some of the reasons why these cars can keep you broke. Monthly payments really seriously dent your cash flow. $600 car payment, wow, that could be used for almost anything else. Imagine $600 investing, saving, literally doing almost anything else than just paying the finance company. Debt traps and upside down loans. You may owe more than the car is worth. It's like being underwater, but with leather seats. Not good. Let's talk about some of the smarter decisions you can make that will offset the craziness that is buying a new car. Buy used, reliable cars. Think Toyota Corolla, not Tesla Cybertruck. Unless you're rich and you have money, go ahead. Otherwise, it's probably not a good idea. Pay in cash if possible. Financing equals interest equals sadness. Keep your car longer. Drive it until the wheels fall off. Budget for maintenance. This is really important, especially if you want to drive that car till the wheels fall off. You got to set a little bit of money aside so that when the wheel does fall off, you can actually fix it. Cars are tools, not trophies. Don't let a shiny hood ornament derail your financial goals. And the issue with the new car is the depreciation. As soon as you drive it off the lot, new car smell, it's amazing. I've done it. It's really great. My car had 1 mile on it and it felt really good. But as soon as I drove it off the lot, it goes down in value. And it's amazing to get 0% interest. They really hook you in. And if you are going to buy a car, what you need to do is negotiate the price of the car versus the payment. Because what they're trying to do is say, oh, yes, Mr. Jones, you can afford $350 a month or $400 or $500 a month. And you're thinking, oh, well, if I can afford the payment, I can afford the car. But if you negotiate the price of the car, total price of the car versus the payment, you'll do better. And while we all love the new car smell, maybe you could just spray the new car smell in your used car and you're good. I will say this, newer cars in 2025, coming up in 2026, have a lot of extra technology that's really helpful and useful, and it totally makes sense why people want to buy new cars. But in general, for most working people, a new car, it's just not going to be worth it. It just isn't going to be worth it. A car with 15, 20,000 miles is essentially brand new, and you'll save thousands of dollars. So if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. This has been Damon D. Stack smart, stack off.